Yo, what up, everybody? How's it going? Did you miss me? I was gone for a day or two there. Just a day, I think, actually. Somebody said 2 days without Fran. I think you were counting tonight, so I was a bit late. Why does it look so bright? I'm tripping on my lighting sometimes. It seems brighter than usual, doesn't it? Might just be my eyes. In any event, welcome in. Need to get back to some Metroid. We were trying to find some frickin' parts, dude. I swear, this game in the desert. I don't know why they did that. But welcome in, everybody. How's it going? Yeah, we were talking a little bit about marathons, changes this week that are coming at us. End of the season begins tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I do have the article pulled up here, so let me see. Yeah. Yep. 1.09 starts tomorrow. And so with that, you're going to get guaranteed map events and keys. Changes the keys, escalation and USEC forces. Cryo Archive will begin. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, by the way. Okay, I'm glad I double checked. So Cryo begins. Let me turn the music down, sorry. Cryo begins on May 21st. So it's actually still gonna start on Thursday. They're so weird, dude. They're so weird the way they communicate sometimes. So they're like, oh, it's gonna be available earlier than usual. So wait a second. They're so crazy, dude. It's gonna be available every day starting on Thursday when it normally starts, if you wrote it properly, which they didn't write it that way, through the end of the season, which that goes, you know, about a week and a half from then. And then they say, well, Cryo will only be ranked, though, from May 24th to May 28th, which is really only for the early days. So the easier way to put it is Cryo will be available for 1 week in full, except those early days and the Sunday, other than the Sunday, sorry. So except for Sunday, the early days will be ranked only. And then it will be one less day than normal not ranked, because the 28th basically, which is when it would have started again, will still be, actually no, on that day it goes back to normal at 10 a.m. Okay, sorry, I got it. So I made it more confusing the way I said it. But in short, Cryo will be up every day starting this Thursday, which it already is, except for Sunday, so that's new. Actually, no, now that I'm looking at it. So the early days will be ranked only. And then you'll just get a couple extra days. They're so weird, dude. Bungie is so weird. Now, I'm just making sure I'm reading it right. So you can test your metal in Cryo Ranked. It will serve as the grand closure of Ranked. Or wait, maybe did I misunderstand it? Hold on. Yo, I gotta check myself here. Let me turn it down. I just read this. Well, we read it on the show, so I thought I understood it, but wait a second. So it will be available every day starting this Thursday, but it's already up then anyway, normally. So then you'll get like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, etc. But they say players looking for the ultimate challenge will be able to test their metal in Cryo Archive Ranked. The special version of Cryo will serve as the grand closure of the ranked queue for Season 1 and will be available from Sunday to Thursday morning, which it normally is when it would come up. Oh, yeah. And then they say, note, Cryo will not be available at the same time as ranked Cryo. So I'm right. So I'm right the way that I said it. They're so crazy, though. They get your hopes up, and they're like, well, in other words, you have to play ranked if you want to play it early. Other than a couple of days. Dude, that's literally all that this says. So you have to play ranked if you want to play it early, other than a couple of days between May 21st and June 2nd, of which it was already up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Yeah. So crazy, bro. But you know what I mean? It's misleading. It's misleading. All right, what else is going on out there? Let me get some more proper hellos. Brian the Brain, what's up, dude? How are the games going? Alridge, all hail. How do you pronounce Durandal? I thought it was Durandal. I thought there's an A in there. Sounds more like Lord of the Rings name. I think Mylan said he knows, though. Ellis, Cryo had him down, but not out. The legend is back, baby. Yeah, I almost was going to stream last night, and I guess I was just, it was a late start, and I was feeling a little burnout, I guess. And I was still late today. I had like a bunch of food to prep and all this stuff, so wish I still have more to do, but none of this even matters. What's up? Oh, Bender, hopefully we cleared up the crowd coming back. Sorry I led you through some confusing spirals there. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting, though. You know, I guess I didn't comment on the fact that it's like, well, you're forced to play ranked. Oh, let me fix this. Of Cryo, if you do want to play it early for quite a number of those days. But if everybody's doing it anyway, you know, it'll be interesting. Like, if you're only Browns ranked, like, maybe it's, you know, it'll kind of give it an interesting little boost. You get a few, like, ranked things done. It'll kind of force you. Because Cryo's already cut through anyway, so maybe what's the difference, right? I don't know, though. I really don't know what that's going to be like for people. It could backfire, is my point. But it could actually be a positive thing, too. So I don't know. I would hope they know better, but, meaning it could backfire if you got, like, super well-trained, cutthroaty ranked players that are really just playing annoyingly and they don't care about the loot or something, you know, but technically you're supposed to, but Tove, how's it going, man? I don't even know who you are, Franos. Is that a Thanos quote? Yeah, Ellis, I mentioned this on the stream last time we talked about Marathon and the latest communications, but it might have been on DCP as well. But I think they wanted to be very clear that they are planning ahead, as they've kind of done with, but they've learned that lesson with Destiny in the past. And I think more than that is they basically have, you know, I mean, they've probably known for a long time, but it's like, look, you know, as long as there's people playing, like, and there will be, I'm almost certain it just won't be a huge number necessarily, but it's not like it's minute. But anyway, the point is, yeah, they're going to keep pushing the game. They're going to try to keep growing it and not just throw in the towel. And, you know, I definitely would say that there's two ways to look at it. Like, I say, good, Sony needs to stop just, like, throwing in the towel and stuff. And Bungie has also been cut to shreds. They've been diced up, and they've made plenty of their own mistakes. But there's a point where you have to be like, look, this was at one time, $3.6 billion valued company. Things might have changed, and we've piecemealed them, and we've stolen people to go to Sony to try to, like, even out the books. And, you know, Marathon launch may not have gone as planned, but, like, we're not going to spend 7 years making, you know, something based on a beloved Bungie franchise that they still see life in, and just be like, nah, forget it. Just go make something else. Like, what else are you going to do for the next, then, 3 or 4 years as that team, you know, shy of saying, like, hit the bricks? It's just like, there's so much good talent out there, you know. If anything, you know, I would say you want to bring some really talented people into Bungie to take even a bigger bet. So, yeah. So, hopefully that's the way Sony is thinking. All right. With that, anything else big happening out there? What I missed? None of this even matters. How we doing? Oleridge, friend, I'm happy to report my match times have dramatically decreased since launch. How do you think the ping's been? Yeah, no, I mean, I think that, well, they have mentioned they've loosened up the criteria a bit, Alridge. More people have also ranked up, maybe towards you, but that was probably part of it. Is I think, Alridge, the way I would initially process, one major factor was you were ahead of people in Marathon, and then there was just so many fewer people that, you know, you were having trouble finding people in Australia. So when they widen that out, and presumably now you're making matchmaking with people like 30, 40 levels below you, as well as they probably widened the net, that it had a lot to do with both leveling as well as, like, area, you know? And they might have also, we don't know how much they were matching on console and PC. Thought they were doing something to keep them more apart at first, but maybe at this point it's just broader. Anyway. Anywho, let's play some Metroid, shall we? Dude, I was just going around trying to find, what do you call that thing? Not a golem. A mech. It is kind of like a golem. Dude, golem is a cool name for a mech. Maybe that's what it was called, and I just forgot. All right. Let me make sure that I have my sound on. There we go. Okay. Dude, I don't even remember where I'm at. I guess I decided to go in here. I don't know why. Let's have a quick look, shall we? I think I just said, like, I'll go give a look in here because I've acquired more things. What's going on with this? Cover will release if scanned. What? Since when? That's like the first time that's happened. Oh man, that's funny. What's going on, Rockefeller? Have you never heard of Metroid Prime? Now, does that excite you or disappoint you? Edge of Fate? Why'd you say Edge of Fate? Alridge, you're confusing. Why do you have to keep me on my toes like that, bro? This guy, man, he's on 2 different chats talking about a bunch of different stuff. Okay, sweet. I think this is either the... Actually, you know what? Instead of doing this, let me scan it. This is for the... I think it's just the super... no. It's just the super missile. Yeah, Rockefeller, so if you did not know... check out Metroid Prime Remastered. This game volume might be a little loud. But yeah, Metroid Prime Remastered. Jeez. Yeah, it's a bit loud, folks. Sorry, let me fix this in a second. You know what? I don't have time for this crap. But yeah, Metroid Prime, you can get it on Switch or Switch 2, and it's actually, that's the first one. It's from, 20-some years ago is the thing, Rockefeller, but awesome game. And I would play it, like really just take it in, take in the atmosphere. Obviously, it's a retro game. I mean, 23 years old, maybe 24 almost. Yeah, almost 24 years old. Yeah, maybe you just forget it existed because they also have like Metroid Dread that they did, which was, and there was Metroid Other M, which is kind of confusing. But definitely just play Metroid Primes. You could technically, I wouldn't jump into 4. There's no reason not to, but I would say, Metroid Prime, the first one, as old as it is, I mean, I would have to go back and play it, but if you're really down to like turn up the volume and soak in some adventure, it's the way to go. And then like you would enjoy this more if you decide that you want to play the newest one, So we can go down and get that. Dude, I don't want to go all the way down here, man. Dude, there's way too much stuff going on in here. Am I really going to go do all this? Oh my God. Since when did I get afraid to explore in Metroid? Like, this game's done something to me. All right, let's go down. Be silly. Oh, God. Why is there a cutscene again? Maybe there's a cutscene every time for that one, huh? That's cool. Outrage, or am I getting the wrong game? Oh no, they did. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I didn't get the context. That's a. If you said, in other words, it's not your fault, Outrage. I should have picked up on it. But if you said Metroid : Edge of Fate, let's go, then I would have like got the reference. But you do play Metroid Destiny as well, right? So I just, didn't get the connect. I thought you were asking about Edge of Fate for some reason because we were talking about Marathon. I'm telling you, they gutted Retro Studios or something. Something's going on with like the sound work and the amount of support that Nintendo gave it. I don't understand like the sound work in this one. Dang it. Dude. Oh, yeah, I forgot because whoops. I forgot I can't make noise. That's why. I was like, would you leave me alone? Okay, that's on me. I remember now. Dang it. And those guys are going to call more, aren't they? Oh, my God, dude. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really love that mechanic. All right, I got it. No more nonsense. Jesus. Oh, dude, that's gonna call a bunch of psychic energy in the form of a diffused oscillation. Yep. Yeah, Retro did Tropical Freeze, which is a real gem as well. How do I do this again? Great. It's gonna call a bunch of them forward. No doubt. Alright, but we got a plan this time. See, now I feel like the game's volume's too low, but yeah, it's like just a tad, isn't it? This game make up its mind with sound sometimes, I swear. Outrage, yeah, we're all good though. But yeah, you're a hard bloke to keep up with, man. You're on 2 different platforms. You're talking about 7 different games, referring to them in shorthand, you know? You'll be like, dude, I got an exotic today. I'm like, oh, you're back to playing Destiny? You'd be like, oh no, I meant like a superior item. This guy, dude. Okay, well, we succeeded at that. Let's see, the question is, if I can go back up. Oh my God, dude. The OG respawns I'm not loving right now. Let's see. You know what? We can't go this way, so. Dude, how is DK Tropical Freeze not? That should be remade. I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to be working on that, to be honest with you. They're like, you know, Retro Studios, let's just have you remake Tropical Freeze. Jeez. What they should be doing is finishing all the remasters. Actually, I don't know. I guess thinking about their resources. They just need to be given more resources. Yeah, that's the short answer. Let's give me all the boss cutscene stuff again. Just left the cues there. This is a little weird. Yes. Guess we burnt the nest. proper tactic. Oh. Oh, sweet. Ran right by that before. I guess I'll take it. Crystal Crawler. I like these little guys. Yeah, Bender. So I didn't finish my thought, but here's why I hesitated. I wanted to be like, they need to make a better Metroid Prime. Now, I haven't finished this yet, but they need to be given more resources to do it. I just, like, we'll see, man, but I can just, I mean, I'm positive, like, it's certainly not getting the amount of resources of, like, a major first-party game, like, you know. And I understand why Nintendo thinks that way, but, dude, after all these years, I mean, the point is Nintendo can afford it. You know, even if it made 50% less profit, it's like, dude, why don't do something amazing, get some awards, just and it's important to like the look. You know, some of it is just that marketing side. You know, it's like, okay, I guess we're not going up that way. Did you finish this, O'Bender? No spoilers. Yeah, I'm kind of debating, like, how I feel about these, like, droid scans. Like, yeah, I don't know if I like it at all. But it is, like, it's unfortunate because, like, I don't feel like I want to come back to these, I mean, I never tried to, like, complete all that stuff anyway, though. So, yeah, like, unless it's, like, a major thing, like, yeah, I feel like I would say, no, I don't like those droid scans. These are not the droids we're looking for. I think, like, look, if you need more, like, bombs and missiles and shot packs, like, dude, then go look for them. I guess I would take, like, a % complete and some better, like, tools for, like... Part of it, the issue is, like, it's not like old school Metroid where, like, if you didn't find a secret passage, it's like you walked right by it, so on the map it looks like you already got it, you know? Forget how it was in Prime. How was it handled in Prime? You know, if you walked by a missile pack, you know? I think the thing is, though, yeah, in Prime, you retraversed. Like, that's always been part of the magic. Like, these, yeah, there you go. Right? That's one of the issues. It's like, why are these all, like, separate, like, giant temples and not... I mean, it's weird, because, like, old original Metroid, to be fair, I mean, I guess you did have separate biomes, so to speak, but... I hear it. Is that just for a missile? Yeah. It's weird they use different symbols now for that. I guess I'm okay with it. Yeah, no, I'm finishing up, obviously, O'Benner, but definitely agree on I mean, dude, the desert. I do not understand what happened. My inkling is more that they either got over their skis a bit, but I don't think it's that. I think that, I don't know. I think they maybe had to, big time this happens, like where you have to restart development. We kind of know that they did, obviously, based on its original announcement. But I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of restarted a couple things and that Nintendo, like last minute was like, look, this isn't really how we wanted. And maybe it wasn't, but they were like, we're going to throw this big desert in. Like, that's what we want. And then it just turned into this, like, just put it out. It's fine, you know? It's not bad or anything. It's nice. But we'll see how I feel once I finish it all up. Whatever that may be. No spoilers. Dang, I'm thirsty. Remind me. It's been a warm day in San Francisco. I mean, for us, where we have no AC, it can get a little toasty inside. All right, yeah, I really only wanted to go to this little green area. What the heck is going on, Slappy? Yeah, I don't know who chose the spawn stack for these guys to like come up every time you see them. Oh no! I did it again. Am I gonna get up there? Oh, maybe through that door, I guess. I don't remember. When I have to do stuff like that anyway, you might as well just use all your missiles at that point, you know? Oh, son of a... They got me. Daggone got me with that one. Okay, so I need to get all the way over there. All right, I got it. So to do that... Got it. And there's probably a button on the other side. Yes, sir, there sure is. for 5 more missiles. 10. Stand corrected. All right. It was all right. I gotta go the other way. Might as well go this way, then come back. Okay. Actually, is that gonna result in dropping down or anything? I don't think so. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Slappy. You know, I saw that up there before, actually. Oof. I want to fall to my death. Good. Good. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Good. Feeling of progress. Much needed. Couple nights back I started and I was like lost somewhere. Like I did not like the ice belt. Yeah, I don't know if you're out there, Obender, if you remember the ice belt. I think I've had 2 bad experiences there. War Demon, what up? War Demon, how nice of you. Thank you for supporting content creators. Every little bit helps. Thanks for tossing some bits to your streamer. Appreciate you. 500 big biddies. T-Com Boy, what up, the legend? Says, hey, friend, are you still playing Marathon? Oh, yeah. My runs have been brutal every night. More than usual. Very punishing. I don't know if I'll be back for Season 2. So what I would say, T-Con, is if you remember in the beginning, right, it was generally brutal. And extraction shooters, that's how they go. Is like people kind of make it so far, and really only the hardcore ends up sticking around. Now, that being said, there's a couple ways to play and to look forward to play if, you know, you're hoping to just like accomplish more. And so that starts tomorrow with end of season. I don't know if you're aware of those updates. I could fill you in a little bit. In short, right, you know, more keys, more bot events. So hopefully there will be some more infusion. But I went through something similar where I was like, dude, I lost so much in cryo. Cryo was like a bad weekend. But then I just did a bunch of like free kit contract runs. And now that they're green free kits, you know, you are getting a lot, you know, just more money effectively, like greens and other stuff. So yeah, there's ways to get stuff done depending. So I think that's the question. It sort of depends on like, what were you hoping a run would be like? Did you just not want to lose? And I mean, also point out that like going solo, believe it or not, sometimes can be a nice break from that. I should have mentioned that's what I did. I was like, I'm just gonna work on my own like contract, like progress. And really what I was doing was just trying to get my factions up. Or my last faction to 30. Oh, I I think you need to throw, nope. War Demon, you never went back to Arc Raiders. Well, I did play 200 hours of it, War Demon. I will say they did put up the new map, right? But at this point, I'm like, well, if I'm gonna check it out, like, I'm not gonna play it seriously right now. I got too much on my plate, that's all. So anyway, I got nothing against Arc Raiders, in short. I like Arc Raiders, but I will say that it was just a fun vibe, and it's a fun game. I love the technicality of the worlds and the design, and like, obviously the social, you know, emergent gameplay and everything. But I do feel like I got a lot of that. So I don't know. I mean, I would ask that. I mean, I'm not someone who wants it to be purely PvE, but it was hard, you know, to just like fight the bots. I'm like, I don't know, is it easier to do that these days? I did enjoy that, but even then I did a reasonable amount of it. But yeah, I mean, I feel like going back October would make more sense if I did. Remove marker, okay. God, there's another thing I missed back here. Are you kidding me? What? Is that a super missile? You know what? I'm just gonna do this because if they're gonna call more out anyway. Yep, see, that was the strat. So if I killed him and used it again, I was just gonna call more and play that annoying sound. T-Con Boy says, of Marathon and feeling the brutality of the latest runs. I only play after work. I usually run a free kit, and then I get deleted by Purple Shield players. I assume, yeah, you're playing on random teams, which is fine. I do it all the time. And also, I don't know if it's a me problem, but the only gold items I have came from buying the gold weapon mods from the factions. I never have found or could earn gold because a fully kitted team runs up on us, obliterates us. My friends who only play a couple hours. Yeah, no, and so in short, no, you're not alone. I've gotten very few gold items. Most of it has only come out of cryo, and even then, I think, yeah, I don't know if I've gotten a gold shield. I think I got the one you're referring to that kind of came from my bonus, and I still haven't used it. But you have to do a lot of key rooms, and like that's what they're loosening things up. But it's a you problem, but it's not, in the sense that it's like this is their issue, right? Is they expect you to be confident enough and your team to like have played enough to be like, guys, like who's got a key? And somebody's gonna be like, dude, I only have one. Like I haven't even played tonight. The runs are long, but they'll be like, you know, I don't know. But any key, you have a chance, I think, to find gold implants. I'm not sure, T-Con. I think you do. But regardless, right, doing keys and getting keys and doing Warden is like what they want you to do. But yeah, like I'm like you, I'm like, dude, I'm still trying to finish this contract or this faction. It just, the grind was way too long. So my honest advice is that, and I would say listen to what I said on DCP live if you haven't listened to the latest episode. Maybe that's like a shorter way to put it. But I was like, guys, if you expect it to suddenly be like a different game going into the next season, like I think you're going to be surprised. Now, I think there's going to be, you know, a number of surprises and benefits and improvements. But I think you're better served if you're not really like planning to grind it, to just wait till at least season 3, you know? Oh, but, T-Con, I mean, we do have the end of the season. coming. So, you know, hopefully that will give it a little bit of an easy boost, so to speak. But okay, to the right, going up here. Ponton, what about purple keys, though? Like, is there no chance? Yeah, I was watching Sheik play perimeter today. He did, I think it was Sheik. I saw him get a gold implant. Yeah, there's a low chance. Well, that's what I said, isn't it, Ponton? I mean, I might not mention the key, but that's pretty much what I said. But yeah, you just got to grind them keys. Let me see. Down, we're going down. All right. T-Con, you're thinking of playing some Destiny in June. Yeah, I will say, like, it's weird that we're not hearing anything teasing that, but I wonder if it's, I would think it's coming out in July, by the way. When did they say? Did they say it got delayed until, what was their exact wording? I would think it would come out in July and be in line with Edge of Fate and basically put them a full cycle off, obviously, right? So, you know, or they scrap, I mean, who knows? Like, maybe they would scrap something and then roll it in to one bigger update. I don't know. If I went through here yet. You don't have to open the door. Oh, look at that. Nope. I thought maybe not a half pipe. There's a passageway in there. Is there an opening in this tube somewhere? Oh, it's on the other side? This is exit only? God, I hate when they do this stuff. It's fine, though. It's actually fine. To the right. Wait, but how do I get across there? That was too far, wasn't it? No. Might be a little boosty. What? Oh yeah, did what's his name like throw me on the last one? I understand why they designed those that way. All right, this is the first time I've gotten stomped in a little bit here. That's actually good news. Clearly, if it's not this way, then it has to be this way. Not the deuce. Maybe my super bomb. War Demon says, in Ark, I'm still in my Care Bear lobbies with 9 kills. You've only killed 9 people? If I want PvP, I'll go to Marathon. Oh, that's nice. So what do? You're like, are you playing solo lobbies, War Demon, or what? Or does everybody just talk to each other and it's like, what's up? I mean, I've played that way, obviously, but only 9 kills? That is surprising. With that many hours. Then again, I played 200 hours, so... Solo? It's a rescue raider. Is that an official thing, or? Yeah, I did play 200 hours of it, by the way, so. Granted, you know, I play pretty methodically and slowly. What is going on with this? This is wild, dude. I haven't had this much trouble in a while. I'm actually kind of excited by it, but I feel like I'm gonna be annoyed with the result. Oh yeah, War Demon. But yeah, you're on comms though, being like, hey, what's up? You need any help with anything? Yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of people really enjoy that about it. Mylan plays Marathon that way. He manages to pull it off. I mean, it's definitely not consistent. It's way more cutthroat, but he does all the time. Like, and I even find quite a number of solo experiences where it's like, hey, somebody will even say it to me. They're like, I'm not really looking to fight, man. I just got off work. Yeah, kind of like, it does work. You know, I think that's the thing. They played so hard into Tarkov. Okay, dude. This is wild. I can't believe that. T-Con, yeah, I mean, you're a Destiny fan. Well, in other words, do you play like PvP first-person shooters or any first-person shooters you play, or extraction shooters for that matter, T-Con? Because yeah, I mean, to me, it sounds like you might like the world of Bungie, and I mean, that is definitely what they're struggling with, but it's totally not anything like... I mean, even though it's got sometimes the feel of like shooting bots and stuff in Destiny, it's just not that type of game. But yeah, I mean, that's what they're struggling with. Like, people want that, obviously, and there's definitely ways to do it, and they're working on it. But basically, that's the short news, T-Con, is like, I think you answered your own question, which is, from what I'm hearing, you're like, right now, like, this just isn't my type of game. It's way too cutthroat. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Apex got that way for me, where I just couldn't play the Battle Royale. Everybody was so sweaty, which I enjoyed, but I'm like, dude, I don't even like the Battle Royale format. I liked arenas. And so anyway, in short, T-Con, like, you should just wait until there's a season with a PvE only mode or a, you know, PvE heavy mode or something that you might vibe with more, if you do find it interesting. Otherwise, you should never force yourself to play a game like that. Dude, wow, this one, I have not felt this way in a while. I'm like, what? I mean, this is in a good way. I'm glad. I'm gonna give it one more look, and then I'm just gonna have to peace out. I guess I just don't like how it looks. It looks like I'm missing something obvious. Wait, can I stand up in some of these? I can stand up in there. Interesting. Okay. Anybody getting dizzy? Okay. That is oddly placed, I must say. Dude, I'm telling you, like, he threw me across, man. Aren't you supposed to jump down? Yeah, that looks like the return point. This makes it look like I had to do it when I was over there with him. I don't even remember how we got there. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I was running through there with our View is his name, right? This is vexing. Wait, what's that? No. Whoa. This is like the first time in the game this has happened. I almost feel like it's for another power. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. Don't spoil anything. I'll leave it at that. This could be good news. I would love if I got to a point, and please don't spoil anything. Would love if I got to a point where it's like, oh, dude, they do have, you know, the super boots or blah blah blah, or it's like, oh, there's a super jump, like whatever, or other solutions, and I'm like, oh, that's how I do it. Thank God, you know. Because you think you're a little crazy. At times, that's for sure. All right, let's go find the rest of these parts, I think. Top level, me lord. Is that how I get out of here? Yeah. But TCON Marathon was the only game I played in the extraction shooter genre because it was Bungie. TCON, before you go, I wanted to ask you, you know, what did you like about Marathon? What kept you playing at all? But continuing what you read, I'm sure Bungie knew that the Destiny community was going to be fueling this game. You know, yeah, I mean, I think Bungie expects its diehard fans to play, you know, but I don't know about fueling. I think they ended up in that position. I don't think they expected that initially at all. Told yourself you would finish season 1 and you're about 7 levels away from 100? Good lord. So yeah, TCON, explain to me what you like about the game that kept you playing for 93 levels, you know? I knew the answer to that. Hold on. No, I'm going to do it now.
Those parts to complete the mech.
What?
Collected enough green energy crystals? Maybe you should return to Fury Green and offer those green energy crystals to the altar.
Miles, bro. God dang it. This guy, dude. All right, so I'm gonna read that in 1 second, T-Com boy. So what kept you coming back to Marathon all this time, in addition to liking Bungie, was the gunplay in the world. You like to tick boxes. My guess, in a Bungie world. And honestly, you didn't have as much to do in Destiny, so it kind of landed there. But in your words, so the feeling was like I was leveling up with the factions to become stronger, was nice, but I hit a hard wall when they were asking for that gold salvage. Oh, I see. Well, see, that's interesting. Okay, well, I'm glad we landed there, T-Com, because I understand better now as you feel that you would chase the gold, it sounds like. You would maybe put yourself through it still, but you just feel like getting the gold is so elusive and it requires a team for cryo. I mean, above all, it does. But what I'd say, T-Con, and I've told everybody is, look, I think you need to just walk away. As much as like you might get it, you could get it done. There's going to be a lot of loot out there, but you'd have to play quite a bit. But anyway, my point is, it's going to be a bit tight to get all that done. You could probably, but like, is it really worth it? Just to like say you tick the boxes? Like, you might as well wait till season 3, and then like you'll keep all of your codex entries, you know. So, you know, I feel like you'd be better to wait for new, you know, a lot more new stuff. What up, personal trainer? How's it going? You bring in the Gabrielles? Wait, what? What? Oh, that got me over the bridge in the first place. Huh. This is curious. Have you cooked with black garlic before? No, but I've certainly eaten it. I would love to. I just, you know, I haven't had, like, for example, I've never made ramen, but I would absolutely make some black garlic ramen or some noodles, you know? Wow, what's on your mind? Oh, you can go under this way. Should have looked there first. See, I don't know how I feel that this is, yeah, like, I don't really like that this is on the map. Yeah, I don't know that I like those little droids. It just feels like am I crazy? I don't think they did that. Ah! Oh. Ooh, you made some black garlic butter and put it in pasta, exactly. Black garlic and noodles of any kind, man, that sounds delicious. You know, you almost made like black garlic, what is it? Alia oil. Garlic and oil. Maybe that is what you made with black garlic, yeah. That's a famous dish. Would highly recommend making that otherwise too. The white garlic. All right, let's get this done. We got a mech part over here, I think. Ponton, I read what you said there, but, you know, I think, you know, the thing you should take into account is player level and time. And so, from the sound of it, yeah, I mean, Tikon, if you're still there, I'd be really curious. How many hours have you played? Because, again, the issue is clear, right? And that they have gated materials into sweat stuff. And that if you're on a team with comms in particular, you know, or if you are a sweat, you're in much better condition. But yeah, people, in other words, are left feeling that for all their time, they end up at a wall where it's like, well, what do I even get out of this? That's the issue, is you know, the impact, and then you have nothing left to grind for. But you do want purple. I mean, purple shields, right? Like, it doesn't work that way. I will also posit that I don't think you're going to see the faction skill tree mix layout in the long run. I think it's detrimental. I also think, like, although their vision was that you'll mix and match, unless you're playing tons and tons of hours, it doesn't, the progress is not nearly significant enough. And so it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that, like, I said that since the alpha test of Marathon, where I was like, yeah, like, you're kind of meant to, like, you know, vibe through, and, you know, you might not get everything, but dude, like, the stuff that they have in there in the end is, like, significantly important. You know, like, yeah, if you don't have sweats, like, you're not gonna have, like, many blue shields or purple, so you're left grinding. Thank God you don't need, you know, gold implants or gold materials for the blue shields. You don't need that. But yeah, it's like, that's why it's like, okay, that's what I get for all this grinding. It's like, played Marathon for 200 hours, and all I got was this t-shirt. But yeah, I mean, in the end, they said as much. Like, yeah, it's too grindy, so let's see what they do about it. All right, I think we got ourselves a little problem here. Oh, Christ on a bike. This guy's coming from. What's up, Trini Steven? And yeah, Tikon, 150 hours is still quite a bit, in my opinion, so. And for somebody who doesn't even like the Extraction genre a ton, it sounds like. Okay, where am I going, dude? Get wrecked, dude. How we doing, Trini? Oh, I remember where this thing is now, yeah. Oh, I thought I did. Oh, it's over here, that's right. Or wait, is it? What? Is that the part on top? I thought I already got this part. I thought it was, What? So confused. I think I'm just blind right now, dude. Why am I so dumb right now? I thought there was a grapple hook, like, up here. Maybe it's up on top of this. Maybe it's not a mechanics part and it's like another... the frick, man? It's weird because the marker's like here. Oh, I'm getting confused. Yeah, so there's something here. There's also, it is there. Okay. It's two things. What up, Urakia? Dude, honestly, I don't know. I think I need something. Wait a minute, though. Is this... Oh, this is different. That's the issue. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how many mech parts I got already is the issue. What does GF stand for again? Yeah, girlfriend debris. Oh my god, where am I going, dude? All right, straight down. Yes. I guess to get some water. I'm thirsty. It's warm in here. Oh, some green crystals. All right, give me 1 sec. Anyway, Rocky, you're about to do some Saros runs. I've been wanting to play that for a long time, but I'm not sure if it will happen soon. Did you beat the game yet, Urakia? All right. You know what? I swear that this light has been turned up, so now let me see. I think so. I think that's a bit better. Bit better as long as it doesn't turn off. Yeah. Okay. Let's find these freaking mech parts, dude. I think I got 2 to go right now. Oh, what's up, Weebles? Oh man, the daughter's already 2. Wowzer. Yeah, you must have your hands full. And yeah, it's been warm here. I've definitely heard it's been warm there. Hopefully it's been nice out there. Yeah, a little backyard action sounds fun. Rakia, not yet, making good progress. Considering the difficulty, about 50% through. Oh, so yeah, it's you found it pretty difficult. Yeah, I mean, Returnal was tough. I know that they lightened up on a few things, but... There we go. Can't believe this game has pop-in. Ridiculous. This is the worst icon, too. I don't know why I did it. 85 until I got a little T-storm. Yeah, I wonder what it's going to be like this summer. I feel like there's chatter of it being a hot one, but it's hot no matter what eventually. All right, we got just to the south. Awesome. Hey, I love the heat, especially if you got talking about you have a pool in the backyard. I mean, yeah, that sounds fantastic. As long as my air conditioning is affordable and I have access to that, like, I don't care if it's hot outside. I love it. I'll take. I mean, I do prefer it to be about 85, I guess, but yeah, once it gets up into like 90 to 100 with the humidity, it is a bit suffocating. But I can handle it. I like the heat. Dude, I hate chasing these things though. It's just, I feel like it's not worth it. You know, going on this freaking. Oh, I guess I have my crystal radar now, so that is nice. Oh, I also forgot to do my little boost here. You think, Mackenzie? Thanks for the heads up, bro. What do you think I'm doing here, Tony? Get rid of these freaking nests, man. This is where the hand was. I know, this is the big old headpiece, I think. Maybe it's a chest piece. I like the most they could also do for a cutscene. I mean, come on. It's literally a hand close-up. It's like, boop. You don't even see Samus, like, you rarely get to see the suit, man. I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, they were so constrained for resources and time. They had to be. In addition to, I wouldn't doubt they restarted, but... well, we might as well grab whatever this is. We're right here. Actually, you know what? Well, whatever, we'll see. I've been here before, and, I don't know that I can access whatever this is. Oh yeah, look at that. It's up there, though. Whatever it is. Weeble's back with the Prime sub. 80 for 80-degree weather. Let's go. Perfect. 80. Good Lord. Thank you very much. You beat Intergrade. Nice. 57 hours? Wow. Did that quickly. Now you're playing Rebirth? Oh yeah, that's right, though. I forgot. Yeah, it's the real beast. Well, looks like we can do a little bike action here. I can see them doing that. A little ramp. Jesus Christ. You gotta have skill, dude. I actually like it. I'm glad it's not, like, super easy. What? I went too fast? Okay, that should not be a thing. What? Maybe I'm not supposed to use the boost until the end? What? Dude, come on, Evil Knievel. I think you're supposed to use the boost right at the tip. Just at the tip. Yep. Now I'm gonna crash into the other side, though, I bet. Used it a bit too late. Yeah, they should have... Whatever, dude. But it kind of takes the cool factor out of it. I mean, Weebles, are you gonna do, like, all of the golden saucer and all that stuff? I mean, jeez. I couldn't do it, as you remember, probably. All right, is that all the parts? We'll just go back to Green Fury? Why is there a big fat... Oh, yeah. I see it. I see it now. You most likely do everything? Yeah, then you got your hands full. Dude, I joked about this on the last stream, but I was like, they put these crystals here because the desert was so barren, right? Like, once you break through the crystals, it just even makes it look so much worse. Wow. Like, just think about that problem, though. Like, the problem should not be we're putting more empty crystals there. Dude, that's kind of wild. Like, you couldn't even come up with a new growth or something? Like, just something to fill the space that was... Oh, does he travel around? I can't remember if this is where I first saw him.
Samus, please, join me.
Find out. I need a water break.
Make yourself comfortable. This belonged to my father. We used to sit around a fire just like this, telling stories. He always spoke of Solon. Are you familiar? Solon sits atop the sky. Solon provides equal light to all. Solon is always watching over us.
Good old Solon.
That is why we must not bring shame to Solon.
This weird religious Westerner
I
guy.
have made mistakes. Many mistakes. But through Solon's light, I find balance.
I mean, it's always been part of it. But, I don't know. This
Thank you
sniper
for
dude is
indulging
weird.
me. I've missed these campfire stories.
I forgot, though, when I
Samus,
first met, because I spread
have
on my
you seen
playthrough,
some
so...
of the pieces of the Federation base that were teleported here?
Yes.
I
think so.
believe this will be of use to you. Please.
Oh,
take
it's the
this.
Galactic Federation debris. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Good talk,
Sharing
dude.
this fire reminds me of my father and his stories of Solon.
Okay, dude.
May Solon watch over you.
I'll catch you later, brother. War Demon says, this guy's a weirdo. I'll stick to the speaker and the traveler. Okay, well, I mean, they have plenty of weirdness over there, too, you know? Hello, entrance is here. How you doing? I better have all the parts. Be upset. All right, well, we get to see our buddy View, so there's that at least. Mess these people up with a little thunder beam. I do wish there was a faster way back. How is there not a shortcut at this point? Is there? Should have looked while I was down there. Oh, wait. No. Good morning, G-Dog. How's it going? Well, at least we get the music back. How's it go again? How's it go? We're about to remember. I always want to whistle the main theme is one. It's so weird to me. It's like they made the music and this game's got me tripping lately. It's not the whistle part though. Oh, it's like that's what it is. I interrupted it. Anyway. Keep cutting it off. Alright, let's go talk to our good friend here. View likes organic life. Yeah, I am back. Just gonna talk to View. What's going on?
I am glad my high-frequency vibration generator proved useful.
Yep. Can I summon you? Because I need you to throw me across like a giant platform.
Tell me about your family.
There aren't many people I talk to about this kind of thing.
Well, I'm gonna be one of them, starting now. You have kids?
I have one daughter about your age.
This is a little weird.
Really? Please introduce me next time. I was looking for a partner to compete in a triathlon together.
My daughter, she does yoga once in a while. Not as active as you.
When I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is take a hot shower. I can't wait to get out of this armor.
I can't wait to see my family. When I get back home, I'll be taking a much-needed leave.
Miles is just sitting there. Just looking through the codex until eternity.
If we're gonna break the force field around Chrono Tower. Look for missing mech parts and send them over.
I did. Oh yeah, that's right. Where are all the mech parts? Bro, I gotta turn in the rest of the green crystals I forgot. I forgot this.
Oh, you're leaving?
Close-up on these is actually kind of nice. Mesmerizing. Like, I'm gonna be mad if that's like, okay, well, you still need some more crystals, but come back anytime. Like, if that, like, he told me to come back here, which made me think that I had enough to, like, trigger something important, which I assume is the case. I mean, we get, like, faster shots and... Oh, yeah, there, good. So I did, at least, okay, that's good. Have, like, a trigger for when you have enough to be whole. Good, that's what I was expecting, at least. But I'm just feeling a little skeptical for the mech parts. Ooh, look at this. Some Lemorne upgrade or something. Ooh. Memory fruit acquired. What a weird name. Legacy suit. Dang, man. Memory fruit is the legacy. Yeah, I was like, wait, this suit is... it's a database containing all of their accumulated knowledge of history. Yeah, the legacy suit, this is the power suit, designed by the Lemorne, that can generate a protective barrier. To activate, switch to the psychic visor, then press and hold R to generate a barrier. Barrier's power and duration are limited. Its energy will deplete faster if it absorbs attacks. The barrier damages enemies that touch it. Okay. Oops. So like charge it up. And then you get the barrier going. Okay. Alright, well, we got a sweet new suit. I feel like it was not super momentous, though.
Welcome back, Stalin.
You should say something about my suit. Looks pretty sweet.
I am glad my high-frequency vibration generator proved useful. I'm gonna save it, I guess, but then I am questioning. I was like, I thought I got all the suit parts. Let's go. The miles, bro. Oh, he's over here.
I'm telling you, this camp is haunted. I hear them. Ghosts. Banging around, noises in the vents.
Those aren't ghosts. Honestly, they're probably grievers.
Oh, come on, that's even worse!
What? Why?
Ghosts don't eat people.
I'm more afraid of ghosts. If it's a griever, shooting it down will make it quiet.
Well, okay, can I get out this way? So is that how I get in quickly and out quickly? Or no, maybe that's it. You can get, that's what it is. You get in quickly, but it takes longer to get out. It's not a big deal, honestly. It's not that far. Just get to hear the music. What's up, Weebles? Xbox Showcase? Do we see Elder Scrolls 6? Absolutely not. I don't think so, no. I mean, supplies-wise, I don't know at this point. I mean, like, we know that Gears is taking stage. Sure, there's something, something else in there. I don't know what it would be. It's hard for me to put on my Xbox hat these days, because it's like you want to say like, well, we're really overdue for Halo, and then you're like, okay, well, that's been in disastrous kind of state, so why doesn't more of the game look like this? This is when I was first playing it, I was like, oh, sweet, totally feeling the vibes. And it's funny because it's not even like a full, you know, this is like 2D tricks, but I was like, that's fine. I was like, I love the vibe, and then music was kicking at the time, etc. Like, it just hasn't really done that. Yeah, it's, again, I just get this feeling they were working on all this, and they're like, guys, there's no way we're gonna finish this at the time and people we have, so. And they might have even gotten pulled, right, to do Metroid Prime Remastered, some of them. I mean, they worked with other studios, like Iron Galaxy, but freelancers, but hey, man. Yeah, I mean, what could Xbox show? Like, what do they have to show at this point? I mean, maybe it's time to see Kojima's project, you know. I'm not expecting it to be like a Death Stranding like level thing exactly. It'll probably be shorter and more like focused, but yeah, maybe OD, is that what it is? So that'd be exciting. Could be a Game Awards on that, though. They need to show Elder Scrolls 6? Yeah, well. You know that they regretted showing that logo and found themselves where they're at, but that's why I say I don't think we're going to see anything, man. It's a year for GTA 6 and Fallout and all that fun stuff as well, so... The TV show, that is. Yeah, I mean, I guess, actually, yeah, that, to me, that's more likely. Let's see, what would the... I haven't followed all the latest Fallout updates, but what has been remastered, actually, in Fallout Land? What has been... Did they captured everything as of late? I honestly don't even know these days. There's the music I was talking about. How do I get out of here? Is this it? Yes. Ow, bro. Oh, dude, is it Witchfire that has enemies like this? I've been thinking about... No. There's a game where they pop out of the ground and you, like, parry them. They're just like that. I can't put my finger on it. You parry them. I mean, could be something else. Something I've played in the last year. God, it's driving me nuts. You get like a warning, and then they pop up, and you're like, smack. Oh, mate. Oh, you know what? I said this last time. I think it was Edge of Fate, maybe. Wasn't it? I don't know anymore. Where are these vibes, man? The Volt Forge is decent, but... Rumor has it that Sony has State of Play this month. Yeah, I forgot what their... Let's see, what was their last one? Was it third-party focused? There was the Ghost Tsushima one, and then, was that the last one? With Legends and some Sorrows. What else did they put in there at the end? Oh yeah, God of War, the pixel art one. That's right. I know, right? Very chill vibes, studio. But even if it's not chill, just the level of depth and the music in particular, but just there's more complexity on the screen and artistry and like... Really expected a lot more of that up to this point. Now we'll see what the future brings, so don't spoil anything. But oh yeah, they were able to get the third, the Saber interactive John Wick game, which was cool to see, but it's like that's it's not a Sony announcement. But yeah, it was good. Check out my new power suit. That is nice. Looking like a frickin' flower petal. Have I not been through here? What up, ZDDD? How is the TV? Isn't it weird that it's Twitch.tv? It's so weird that, like, they ended up with a name that is outdated, even though it was kind of, it was born out of Justin TV, but still. They really need Twitch.com. Who owns that, I wonder? I mean, Twitch TV rolls off the tongue, I will say. They've captured that. I just think it's weird, like, how many .tv domains, you know, or apps, like .tv do you even think about, you know? Dude, somebody's gonna buy them once Amazon finally gets tired of them. It's gonna be like Twitch.ai. We're so screwed, bro. We are absolutely cooked. We are cooked, chat. Cow Games TV. Tuvalu's economy. Do you live in Tuvalu? I gotta be honest, I don't know where that is. What's Tuvalu? Can I safely search this? Tuvalu is a country in Oceania, really? What? What? Wow. Oh, Tuvalu. Tuvalu. Is that what you're talking about? I still wouldn't have known. Yeah. It's like smack dab in the middle of the world, dude. Wait, .tv is actually for Tuvalu? It's with an A, by the way, but no shot, dude. I feel like you read that. So wait, people just started using it because it was .tv? Dude, that is mind-blowing. No way. I'm searching this. That's crazy because it makes perfect sense, like .ru, you know? It originally belongs to Tuvalu. It was assigned to them in 1996? I didn't even know subdomains existed then. The country leased the rights to the extension. Dude, good for them. Well, I'm praying for them then. That's awesome. What's going on, Rizzi? Sorry, Rizio. Hey, I'm sorry. Are you still out there? I apologize. I was like deep in a bunch of upgrades, and I always encourage people when you can tag at FM3 Plays. Sorry. Yeah, I gotta fix something. I need a sound notification for YouTube chat. I'm sorry, Rizio. Well, if you don't watch for 15 minutes, then I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Yeah, that's a huge W for Tuvalu. That's crazy. I never knew that. Mind-blowing, Cow Games. Mind-blowing. You really are the expert. Wait, oh no. What did I just do? Oh no. No, what did I just do? Did I go backwards while I was talking to you guys? What just happened? No way. Wait a minute. You know what? No. I'm so confused. You can go out this way? I actually didn't know that. It's a two-way street. Look at this sweet suit. Yeah, let's pretend that I wanted to see the suit again. Definitely the best area thus far. Getting lost in the sauce. Honestly, as soon as like I mean, my brain shut off when somebody told me that like that's like a major like .tv, like because there are some other subdomains. I'm trying to think. I think they do have .ai now. I think there's a few like that, right, which were created for right? Not like countries. So you like, nobody would have ever thought that, right? That it was assigned to somebody. And by the way, I like that, like the internet in its, you know, inception, and that was even a little bit after it started to get going, but they like didn't think through, you know? They didn't think through that giving that name domain to them was going to be a problem, and that a bunch of other countries probably complained to them, you know? Wait, what is in here then? Is it? I'm so confused. What is on this side? Oh, this is the way out, and then... Oh, yeah. The other way was just a way up top. Dude, I gotta find more mech parts?
How about looking for mech parts in the unexplored areas inside the Flare Pool volcano? You've explored most of the facility, I think.
Oh, mech parts can be in a volcano. I think I actually already knew that. Can't say I'm proud to have to ask him that question, but, this is the volcano, isn't it? The great mines of Muria. The Flare Pool. I think it's the Flare Pool is where we're going. Yeah. Jesus Lord, I gotta go all the way across the map again. I gotta go to the bathroom. We're well hydrated at this point, folks. Dude, look at my sweet new suit. Oh, that's nice. You like that? Oh, my first gameplay capture. Man, I always feel bad when I miss like somebody new on YouTube, because that's like, you know, it's your one chance to say hello to somebody new to a very small channel still, and I do feel bad about it, but they're never gonna know. Bro, leave me alone, man. Oh, yeah. It's a sweet angle right there. Yeah, the Volforged clouds are really pretty. You see, they did a really good job on some of the conceptual artistry of these 2D sky boxes and stuff. Whoops. Don't drive backwards. Tonk. Did I not get this already? That is so weird that I didn't get that yet. See, that was not marked on the map. That's the way that it should be done. That's how it should happen. We was supposed to plan for Marathon 2. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to check out Night Marsh. It really is very dependent on how I feel about what I accomplished and what I feel about, you know, the PvP, I think, in general, and like your chances to random fill and get stuff done. But I really don't know. It's the short answer. Too early to say. But for now, my focus is just finishing. Come on, dude. focus is finishing what I've set out to do in this season. So. Okay, I really gotta go to the bathroom. That being said, look, Marathon, I did play last night offline, just a little bit. And yeah, it was like, I actually was able to like do a few things and like enjoy solos actually because of the free stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting that the more you play Marathon and just realize where Bungie is at, but it's not just because of the amount of people. It's just the amount of games out there, and like another extraction shooter that's absolutely brutal on your time. Like that worked, you know, 8 years ago, and people have stuck with Tarkov, and like I always say gun nuts really like that, right? But we're not there for that. And Marathon actually, like Arc Raiders, I think can find itself in a unique spot where they're like, they've already done it a bit different, but now, yeah. They absolutely, I think, can find themselves in a sweet spot. They just got to figure some stuff out, but it's gonna take quite a while. So I hope they're able to stick with it. All right, I'll be right back. Please hold. Oh, actually, I forgot I had my fan on in the background. Did you guys hear any weird, like, when I talk, does it go like it's a weird gated fan sound or anything? Hokely dokely. Ooh, Paisano's out there. What's going on? All right, we had a bit of a break. How we doing, Paisano? I got in a smashing leg day for you today. Always more to do. What's going on over there? Did you fall in? You wash your hands. CD. Oh, man. Okay. Well, so wait. I'm supposed to Stop it, Siri. You know, sometimes I say, seriously? And, oh yeah, this door. I remember now. See, this is part of the problem within Metroid when you decide to put all these markers. And look, I think it's actually a constructual problem with the game. Like, it's still got, like, the core of Metroid, but then, like, you make it so spread out on that desert, you know, that, anyway, the idea of, like, remembering, you know, your pathways and, like, it's all kind of fractured, if that makes sense. So what I was getting at is like, oh, I totally remember this door, being like, oh man, I can't wait till I come back. Also, why is there a lens flare there, dude? Oh, it's this light. Oh, okay. Oh, that actually makes sense. You have a visor on. I didn't really notice their various lens flare effects. Really picking this game apart tonight, aren't I? All right, let's get in here. I'm gonna have to fight them anyway, you know? ZD, your name has been known to trigger Siri. Oh, really? ZD? Oh, it's your name. Oh, I thought it's because I said seriously. Because that does all the time. Oh, dude, it's your fault. Unreal. It's actually happened a number of times. I'm not talking to you anymore. Again, I'll repeat over on YouTube in case Rizio is out there. I apologize, man. I wish there was a way to, like, follow up with people a little more easily, you know? Oh, that's cut. What? Oh, man. These little buggers, dude. Little buggers. Yeah, for real, man. No more talking to you. What a disaster that was. Yeah, like, honestly, my thought keeps being, like, I gotta go back and play a little more of Metroid Prime Remastered. Okay. We need to break through the vibranium. Now I have to start calling you Z. Yeah, that works. I have to call you Z. Or I could call you Tavalu since Cal turned us on to that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Dude, I haven't fought these guys in a while. I'm gonna give these guys a shocking lesson. Yeah, I might have to call you Z. Be a lot easier anyway. I mean, I always like to say people's full names, but it's also just how I stream and read chat. Like, I will read a comment at the same time, sort of as I'm reading someone's name, and then I'll start responding just by, you know, just by reading their names. Sometimes people be like, you can call me this. I'm like, well, you want me to, like, look at your name and come up with a special, like, nickname for you? Even if it's easier, then I have to remember, like, you know, things, so. Oh, Allerage, yeah, the YouTube tag did work. But I mean, but it's not gonna make a sound, like, you just tagged it. Oh, no, wait, you tagged it 2 minutes ago. What's up? I just got back, though. I took a big break. I just got back, Allerage. Zakruda? I'm gonna call you Z-Stein. How about that? Can we hop on our bike? Dude, we can. This is so weird. Wait, I've already done this part? Yeah. It's so weird that they decided.
Oh, Christ,
I'm
on a
curious
bike.
how much more of that there is. No spoilers, but... Oh. Did I do this? It's good, get it in. This is huge.
Can I get a... Oh,
This is
yeah.
monstrous. Okay, so we're gonna set that up. Alright, you know what? Get wrecked, weird green octopus. Can I get a... Oh, Z-Stein. Z-Stein in the chat. Alright, I think a missile should probably do it. Let's freaking go. Door is jammed. Shocker. Oh, shoot. You burnt. This is a Switch 2 game, yeah. So it's on both Switch 1 and Switch 2, but it does have proper Switch 2 features and upgrades. I would say, you know, they could have done better, but it's still good. Oh. Dude, I honestly forgot. Those could have used, like, an icon. Yeah. Come on, lava. We're waiting to go in the upper right there. It's getting blocked by a liquid hot magma. I'm on Switch 2, Paisano. Yeah, I'm playing 4K 60. Dude, what? Do I have to shut this off? What? Now why doesn't that... How to fix that? Paisano, you thinking of doing a rerun of Pokemon Scarlet? Oh boy, it's a bold move, Cotton. A rerun. What about Pokopia? No? Not for you? Yeah, I bet you we'll shut off the flows and then we'll come back. Oh, dude, look at that. Did I do it? What? Might be breaking the game here, though. I'm not sure if that's the solution. No, it's not the solution. That's the way back, obviously. All right, well, figure it out on the way back. There's our mech part. Ooh, yeah. Oh, no. Can I get a... Oh, no. I think we gotta fight a boss. Oh, wow. Aren't you a pretty one? Ugh. Weird little orifices and teeth. What's your name, little buddy?
This is huge.
Arthropod.
This is monstrous. Told you it was coming.
This is huge and monstrous. Good call, Paisano. Arthropod morphology. Behemoth. Giant arthropod with 8 legs, 4 independent eyes, and 3 mouths. Its entire body is covered with a mineralized skin layer that neutralizes all firearms. Be careful out there, Samus. All right. Neutralize all firearms. Firearms, they say. Not my first rodeo. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna get wrecked. Whoa, he's a little butt slammer. Okay. I like the, ow, you little butt stomper. Whoa! Ow, 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 ow. Can I please has? Can I please has? How about a super bomb in your mouth? Okay. Ow, ow. Dude, I'm absolutely getting destroyed by this boss because I'm not using my brain. It's part of the problem. So yeah, if I get too close, okay. I gotta test one more thing before we it's not good. Dude, it's like Saros up in this piece. What's going on? Oh, I think I just have to shoot it until I break its like little barrier. Oh, this is cool. This is just like Saros. Look at that. I mean, not just like, but quite a bit. Dude, if I somehow like were to beat it right now, this would be like the no-hit run. Woof. Ouch. That's basically all she wrote for yours truly. Did that do something? Dude, I feel like it's doing something. Oh, I poked its eye out. Dude, did I poke its eye out? Oh. Dude, I think I absolutely just electrocuted its brains. What just happened? Dude, I think I found the secret. Z, I am friends with Rahul, but I wouldn't say like friends. Like, he's friendly and we've met a number of times, and like Alana's my friend, and you know, I don't get to like see her as much or talk to her, but yeah, I could certainly talk to him, I'm sure, if I wanted. Yep. He's a great dude. He's like, the thing about Rahul, if you check his Instagram and it's legit, he's just like a really down to earth gamer dude like you, but he's also like a talented actor and funny as well. So lucky for him. Yeah, definitely. I mean, dude, support Saros if you haven't. Go check it out. And you know, also big shout out to our Brown lead casting. I mean, dude, go support additionally for some solid lead casting on that front too. Mushu, what's going on? How we doing? Dude, did I just beat that boss? Like with the, I'll tell you what, Chad, I think I figured out how to shock its brains out. That's wild. What did I got distracted though. I was talking to you. What did I just get? Did somebody scrub back? What did I just get from beating that? That's a bit of a problem. Z says in our household, he is known as our boy, Raul. Yeah, he's a good bloke. What did I just get, folks? Okay. Do I really have to scrub back? I think I do. God dang it, Bobby. This just goes to show me that you guys are all vibing, which I'm proud of. I do the same thing. I'll just have it on sometimes, but I have to scrub backwards to see what I got. You guys can't see the screen. Oh, I got a mech. I got the mech part. Oh, okay. All mech parts have been found. I was talking about Raul. Yeah, you know, I don't know if it's because I'm Italian and or combination of how my brain works, but when this is what makes it hard, like streaming. Like when I get into a conversation, I get very visual with things, and so I started thinking about like Rahul and like talking to him in person, and like Alana when I mentioned her, etc. And then I started thinking about exactly what I'm mentioning. I'm like, that's what I see. And even though I'm doing this stuff, it's like when you're driving, you know, and you think about something else. And so, long story short, that's what happened there. Okay, I think this is how we're gonna get there. Okay, there's got to be a way to get this. Let's focus up on this. Wait. Is that the spot? No, it's this spot. Oh, that was a bad idea, dude. Samus, get up! Oh, no. I'm jealous you know both of them. Bruce, Lawrence, yeah, I mean, I also know Bruce through that. Lawrence I've met maybe once or twice. Yeah, good folks there, man. All right. This is vexing, to say the least. This is interesting, like, you'd think about just walking away, but, like, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, is this something? Oh, this is just the door, though. But Mushu, what up? How we doing tonight? We working? We vibing? Oh, dude. It shut off the lava flow? The door? Okay. So what happens when I look away for 1 second? See what I'm talking about? Huge. I told you we'd get it on the way back out. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed with the ease of that. Because, like, you're pretty much forced to solve the puzzle. Like, you could forget about it, but... it's 2 a.m. You're eating ice cream? Let's go, Mushu. What kind of ice cream? It's funny because I'm a very salty snack eater, but I've definitely been able to get into modes, and I famously, like, when I'm, like, cutting or dieting, I make, like, this low-calorie ice cream, but I'll eat, like, an entire giant, like, pint and a half of it. And I make a bunch of different flavors. It's very delicious. I mean, it's Ninja Creamy, so it's not exactly... it's not the same, but it's still quite good. Alright, so we found all mech parts. I guess let's just go back to Miles. We're making good progress here, folks. Woo! Now we are ticking away. We are ticking away at things here. All right. What a sweet pan. That was perfect. Oh, you having a Neapolitan? Nice, Mushu. Although not my favorite ice cream. Do you know that you know, my last name's Mirabella? I'm Mr. Napolitano. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna die, dude. Where the Mirabella name is from. Napoli. Pretty sure, actually, I can't remember if, actually, that's right. I was thinking of pizza, but I can't remember if the ice cream is considered, Napoli's, or it's like, you know, Napoleon or something like that. Did we get what was in there? Yeah, we just did, right? Yes, sir. Wait, that was... Wait. Did I get what's in there? Is that where the... No, wait. Oh, we gotta go up. Up and over, where this is straight in front of me here. Oh yeah, look at this, dude. Oh yeah, baby, dude, these are my faves. I gotta say, we've had way too few of these. I know they don't want to overuse them, so we'll see.
All right.
Must be real Dan, dude. Let's freaking go, baby.
All right. We're having a good time.
We're having a good time. What's going on, Real Dan? Let's freaking go, baby. How is the summer of Dan going, dude? Neapolitan. Yeah, no, I know. No, I know what you're talking about, Mushu, for sure. I mean, I don't know what the origin is. Let's find out. Because, you know, sometimes the thoughts are on your mind, you gotta go with it. Supreme origin. 19th century Europe. No, it is Napoli. Here's according to AI, but this is a Wikipedia source, so Neapolitan ice cream, and I think I knew that. That's why, you know, io sono italiano. Originated in the 19th century of Europe. It's not that long ago. Oh, but it was a Prussian chef, Louis Ferdinand Jungius. That guy's got a lot going on. A Prussian chef with like a French name. was inspired by Italian gelato, this is Neapolitan ice cream, specifically Naples-born chefs who created multicolored, layered frozen desserts, hence the name reflecting their origin. The dish is based on spumoni, traditional Italian mold of multiple, yeah, if you ever had spumoni, it's like don't they slice it normally? It's like a pan. It's like a pan of ice cream almost. So. The original flavors, while commonly strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate today, earlier versions, and let's see, I thought Neapolitan did have pistachio, green, vanilla, white, and cherry to represent the Italian flag. Yeah. Green, white, red. Yeah, I was right, man. We're talking about Neapolitan ice cream, and I said that, and that's why I said that I didn't say Neapolitan, and I think that's tripping people out. But now you know why. I was right about it. Real Dan, let's freaking go, baby. How have you been? That's the real question. How's Dan been? It's been wedding season for you, hasn't it? I'm sure you've been up to your ears in work. This guy, man. Let's freaking go, baby. When are we playing Cryo, Real Dan? We can get you back in there. I'm sure you're exhausted. On those edits. But there you go, Mushu. You want any more Neapolitan tips? Let me know. We got pizza. We got all sorts of goodies in Napoli. Oh, he just got shredded, dude. Yeah, it is nice feeling the payoff of the weapon upgrades. Why'd I have this marked? Oh, maybe in here? Why do I have this marked as though there is an upgrade in here? I mean, it's a mistake? It's a clerical error? ZD, what is my favorite nostalgia? Dang it, Z. I gotta call you Z. You're messing with my phone, brother. It is you. I can't believe after all this time, we figured it out that it's you, man. Unbelievable. Every time I say that person's... Are you serious right now? And now it's talking to me? I'm never talking to you again, bro. Bro or broette. I'm not sure that we knew for sure. Unbelievable. Anyway, my favorite nostalgic video game? That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I think I already got this, so I'm not gonna focus on it. We're not gonna linger. Dude, it's funny because like there's stuff to do in here, but I'm like, man. Oh, I better unmark this too. About to get shredded with my Super Thunder Lord. Dude, this is basically the Thunder Lord, you know, for our Destiny fans. Oh, it's just a sign, dude. I should probably save real fast, so you never know. I don't think we're gonna have an issue, but... So Z, what is my favorite nostalgic video game? See, and that's a good question, as I often talk about, because I'm very criteria based. Like, I would obviously want to, you're about to get rocked, whatever you are. Nostalgic video game. Since there's a bit more criteria on, is what I'm saying. But I would want to be like, well, what years can it be? Because 2D versus 3D is big, let alone like all the other criteria. But here's what I would say, Z. The one thing that comes to mind, and it is definitely not the answer that I would expect. I think there's a lot of other answers, but my favorite nostalgic moment in gaming is, funnily enough, around 2002 for video games, but it was actually Battlefield 1942. I'd have a few in there that are similar, but I gotta tell you, Battlefield 1942, like where I was at in my life, and that game, as buggy and wild as it was like a total, like, it was incredible. Now, my game of the year that year was still Metroid, and I still stand by that. And I was bummed that IGN actually, like, they made the wrong choice. I always remember that GameSpot, they gave Metroid Prime Game of the Year. I was like, all right, well, it's one for GameSpot. My stupid peers are not listening. They thought it was they thought Metroid Prime was like a baby game, like it was a bad first-person shooter, basically, in their words, because they were PC gamers thinking about Half-Life and all this other stuff. And you're like, well, that's not what the gameplay is, though. It's not a shooter. Like, it's not about precision headshots and shooting and like. Hello. Dude, I'm getting rocked by some of these. But Real Dan, I'm a little behind. You been busy filming, editing, playing Sea of Thieves? Oh, nice. Real Dan asks, what's my Mount Rushmore video games? Honestly, yeah, I apologize, Real Dan. Coming out of the other answer, but like, it's too... That's too much. I couldn't do that. That would take me, like, weeks. And even then, like, I don't know. I mean, that's like a full-time job for weeks. But, I mean, we have time. But if I was rattling it off and you know, if I don't have to commit to it, it's on a timer, I think. Dude, I think I zapped him through the wall. It's pretty sweet, so. Big games, though. Like, if we just leave it at, like, let's leave it at this, Dan. Rattle off really big games that you think are super influential and awesome, you know? I mean, The Legend of Zelda, The Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Metroid Prime, Super Mario 64, debating on Halo or Halo 2. As I kind of go through the eras, I guess. StarCraft, Diablo 2, Bioshock, Half-Life 2, obviously. It's funny because, like, Resident Evil I adore. I don't know if I put it up there necessarily with those. It's funny because I love Resident Evil. Yeah, see, this is where it's complicated, man. You got me all twisted, dude. You got me twisted. This is as far as we made it. You see how it works, Real Dan? Now you know what it's like to make a list at IGN if I'm there. We have time, yeah. I mean, the way that it worked at IGN, just for those, it doesn't, you know, these days necessarily, but Not there anymore. I couldn't speak for it, but it's probably similar. But you know, you'd have like the first meeting, and even then, I felt it was rushed. It'd be like an hour meeting that went overtime, and there was somebody there in particular that used to run some of these. They'd be like, okay, so start rattling them off. You just end up with this like huge like vomit list, you know, of stuff, and then you'd come back and you'd refine it. And then I'd be there arguing. I'm like, wait, though, we missed these. And it's like, sorry, you know, we didn't make it on the first list. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how that, like, makes sense. But, and then you end up with, like, a list. And if you ever look at IGN's top 100s and stuff, I mean, that's just how it goes. Because, like, I mean, it depends, though, right? But you have to spend time on that stuff. It's very important to me to be accurate. War Demon says, Joust, Defender. Yeah, I didn't go back far enough. I would agree. Dude, Joust, interesting. I don't know that I'd put that up there above like Pac-Man and, you know, Pong and, I'd have to choose in like R-type kind of shooter range. By the way, Rock and Roll Racing does not deserve to be on that list, but that game is awesome, and it is unreal. What that team, God, I think they have sound in the name even. That team did audio compression that is unbelievable for that era. It's like completely just unreal what they were able to pull off. People don't appreciate that, but, and the fact they license that stuff, it's unfreaking real. Some people don't know what Rock and Roll Racing is, and like the game itself is like fine, but the soundtrack and the game together is like unbelievable. It's crazy that they were able to pull that off at the time. Nintendo actually had purchased them, I believe. I think outright. I think they were fully absorbed, like all of their tech and everything. And boy, that was smart actually at the time. That was when they were forming like Rare and second parties and the Dream Team, as they called it, just before actually for the N64. And man, they were so close to having a good plan. And as Nintendo does, they're like, man, I don't know, too expensive. They dropped Rare. They let Retro Studios languish. I mean, they still used them, but man, they should have, like, Metroid Prime was like godly, and they could have capitalized on it better, and they didn't. What is this? You guys are getting me distracted. Cannon shell stabilizer. Each scanner must be active to unlock security latch. What? Understand that right? Wait, is this indicating like scanner for monitoring the cannon shell? Scanner shell, cannon shell, scanner for monitoring the cannon shell. Preventing electrical charge. I gotta say, I got a major gripe with the game right now. If this is true, there's like no hints. Okay, wait, I might be wrong. Providing to its activation circuit. Okay, let's see. In other words, we should see the circuit kind of fizzling. Activation circuit. Please die. Okay, yeah, I haven't fully explored this. Maybe I have, actually. Activation circuit? I mean, what the frick are you talking about, dude? I mean, I like this area. It's a little more complicated. Okay, activation circuit? It's absolutely hosed. Might be too powerful. Well, other than this upgrade up here, I mean, I guess I don't need to be up here. The frick is an activation circuit, bro? But the complaint I was going to make was... Oh, I forgot about my shield. The complaint I was going to make was about if it wanted me to use electricity and it was telling me to do it, like, via the scanner. I was going to be kind of upset. Must be in here. Oh. Okay, so we're good. We're gravy. No! I don't want to leave this area. Do I? Maybe I do. Okay, I thought that was the solution. It's not. Dude, I don't know what to do here. I mean, that's fine. Either way, we finished this off. I hate this communications feature. I also hate that Nintendo's gotta be the one company that... I understand they're Japanese. They make English controllers. Actually, they might make them all the same, I guess. They don't use Japanese. It just occurred to me. Yeah, they don't use Japanese characters on, you know, controllers. Just like then you make one controller. But in Japan, right, you read, what? Top to bottom, right to left. Sorry, I think that's it. And so it's sort of backwards in that sense. So that's why you have it goes BA, then YX. But it doesn't make sense from an alphabetical standpoint, the way we read. And so you get stuck with these controllers where, dude, every time I'm like, what? Which button? And I know better. I still do. I just cannot force myself. Oh yeah, sorry. This marker needs to go. Well, now I'm confused, man. Facility door. damaged. Is that the thing? Seal to be removed. What? I don't know, man. This game's kind of crazy sometimes. Like, not in the way I'd expect, because I feel like that sequence of events, right, where, like, you needed me to scan. I don't know. I think the scanning is overdone. They needed to, if anything, they should have tamped back on it. Like, I would have, in other words, I would have rather that was like, it was like rocking electricity or physical energy or whatever, or psychic energy or whatever, right? And then bomb slot, concussive blast. Yes. I think I just need a regular bomb, to tell you the truth. It's funny because now I'm forgetting how to do the. Oh yeah. Sorry. 2 different buttons. Man, they got a lot of button language too. Like, I don't mind, but there's nothing on screen to help you. It's so odd. It's so at odds. Oh, for God's sakes. Simultaneous activation of the 3 holograms. I mean, I would assume electricity, yeah. Didn't do it. Okay, reflex. What type of energy? God dang this game right now. Hydraulic locking arm. Oh, I think I just need to quickly shoot them. Oh, you cheeky little monkey. Okay, that's not it. What? That does work. Simultaneous activation of this. Maybe I need something else. Oh, dude, this is another problem with the game. Oh, I know the solution, folks. You don't use it enough. Oh, for frack's sake, for son of a god dang it, friggity. Shall we? This is gonna last. Oh wait, I can boost. I do have a boost now. Yeah, you don't use this stuff enough. I'm taking a break. I'll be right back. What the frick's going on with this? Oh my god. What up, Northside Samurai? This is why I'll stick to Marathon. I will say the new Lego Batman game is way better. What do you mean? Did you not play Horizon? Lego Horizon? Did you not? What? Why don't you like the Lego games, bro? What's going on? What are we doing? Yo, all right, War Demon. Sorry if we missed you. Thanks everybody for hanging though. Northside, glad you're enjoying Lego Batman though. No shame. Just saying. I'm surprised that you're surprised that it's way better than expected. That was the comment. How's Marathon going for you though? This has gotta be the solution. So let me read these again. Like. Simultaneous activation, so it just feels like I must have just barely missed it. Okay. Wait, is there one on this side? Oh, there's only 3. Alright, I think we need to speed through it. Oh! Speed through here. I'll be honest, I haven't done a puzzle like this yet, so... Oh. Yeah, we were just a little slow last time. Just for 10 missiles or whatever. Northside, you can't wait for season 2. Nice. Now, I have 2 questions for you. Are you normally like a PvP player, a Tarkov player? And what do you think of the grind? How's it been feeling? Do you feel rewarded? Okay. There was one thing below us, which, yeah, I mean, it said I had to, like, activate it, so now I'm like... Dude, I'd hate to walk away from this, but I honestly, like, I don't... Oh, it's a spinner? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. 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 I'm okay with that. Not perfect, but pretty good. have to spin it more? Okay, that one was weird. Like, I feel like it didn't chain properly or do what I thought it was gonna do. But Northside, you used to be Fortnite and Apex. Okay, so you do have it in your background. You moved to Arc, then Marathon. Nice. Yeah, that's great to hear, North. What's the biggest, like, 2 or 3 things you want changed? Not to keep you on chat, but, like, what do you feel like for what you've been up to that you're like, man, I really like it, but I really want these couple things? All right, dude. Well, we did it. We did it. We go right and then see if we can... Up and to the right. Okay. Up and to the left. Wait, which way? Up. Jesus Christ. So here, you got me all twisted. Come on, dude. Like, absolutely hit that. Northside, sorry, I can read your comment. You're fun. You're excited for the PvE stuff because you have some friends that don't F with PvP, so you get a chance to play with them. Honestly, you're excited for the PvE stuff. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, you had to correct that. You're fine. I can read that. Would love a mode that lets you explore the maps freely or just fight against the bots, even if you can't keep the loot. Yeah, I mean, I would ask, though, like, how is that fun? But secondly, like, I don't know if you've ever played Tarkov, but the idea, right, is, like, you have to learn by playing, and so, as much as I agree with we do need to, like, loosen things up a bit, there's a point to be made where it's, like, you have to get the experience, and that's part of the reward. So yeah, like I don't want that to just be like free mode, free roam. Yeah, I don't think that should be it, personally. I think that it's important that POW puts these. I don't know. Got nothing. What's up, POW? This guy, dude, freaking troll. I don't know how to get through here. Pal, some coffee? Are you at work right now? How do I get through there? I don't understand. There's clearly a way. Excuse me. Where'd that go? Yeah, good Lord, what is happening? Oh, I'm dying, folks. Dying, that's what's happening. Maybe I can just, like, blow it up. You are at work, pal. Man, you're a wonder, man. I don't know how you're doing marathons that are like normal times of day, and then you work like graveyard shift. Some kind of wonder. But hope you're well. Northside says, very hard to do in cryo, exploring the maps. Even then, right, I've only played so much cryo. I'm totally okay with that. I just don't know cryo in and out, but I'm getting better. And, like, we're kind of stuck with that map for a while, you know? So I'm not discounting the feedback. I'm just saying, you know? All right, folks. We are sort of floundering at the moment. I don't see a good way through to do this. Clearly I can get through though, dude. Maybe it's down here. That would make the most sense. Yep. Leave me alone, brother. Alright, dude. I don't have enough time for this. Just want to vibe with the world and take your time looking at the details. Marathon's beautiful. You want a photo mode? Yeah, photo mode for sure. But yeah, like it doesn't make sense in an extraction shooter either. I mean, you could in solo. You could still risk it. It'd be up to you, right? I would say pretty low priority, but your vibe sense is right, and like I think that's what they're struggling with and trying to figure out. I would say the way I would do it. Yeah, like, I think they're onto something. They already talked about a less oppressive PvE focus mode with, like, a little PvP, maybe. And maybe a PvE only mode. I mean, they're going to test them all. So, yeah, like, at a minimum, a PvE only mode, but I still think it should be really brutal out there. Okay. Could have taken this down, huh? Oh, dude, I am like low. Missiles? Dude, I burned all my... I got too greedy with those missiles. Need a save. What? Hello. All right, getting rocked by these guys. Are they just gonna keep respawning right now? All right, dude. Oh. Wait, does he have a shield? Dude, why? Why? Are you absolutely rocking me on this? Pow, how's the game been so far? It is good, but it has not met my expectations, no. And not just because they were super high after all these years. Just, my feeling is, dude, I don't even, like, which way did it just send me? What? Dude, it sent me away? You know what? I'll come back another time. It sucks because I'm right here, but seriously. I have to go back through there. Hold on, let me double check. I mean, I'm right here, but this is where I was, and I don't think there's a way through there right now, honestly. I actually don't think there's a way through there. Honestly, I need a save point. Okay. One on the way out. I mean, I think on the plus side, though, yeah, I'm definitely taking, like, a hit with energy. I'm, like, getting beat up a bit. More reasons to upgrade. That's this is a sign of some decent balance. That's good. But yeah, interesting north side. I mean, given that you like PvP and stuff, that you want PvE modes. For me, personally, yeah, I mean, look, I think just Marathon needs more to chew on, and it needs more progress. I actually don't have a major issue with, like, you know, the idea, I should say, behind, like, it's PvP mixed with PvP, but you do see missed opportunities, and, like, yeah, dude, I've barely been into Lockdown. I've actually never really done Lockdown proper, not because I don't know how or want to, because, like, I'm not on a team with comms, and so you have to do that solo, and for me personally, I was like, well, I'll just wait until my, you know, hardware and what do you call it, is up, firewall, it's the firewall, yeah. And then, like, you know, you never get around to it because you're just grinding everything else. So stuff like that, you know, you definitely can see there's an opportunity that you should be able to do that stuff more. It should also just have more going on. It shouldn't just be a red gated area of the map. Like, it should be like a big public event with, like, a lot happening and a lot of reasons to be there and stuff like that. And, like, I think we're a year away from that, but I think that's where I would love to see that regardless of the population and sales, that, you know, let's say it's a 2.5 million selling game, that just Sony's like, look, we're gonna keep evolving it to get it to be, you know, 5 to 10 million over 5 years, or, you know, and just say, like, look, like, you know, microtransactions on top of that, it's definitely doable. And even then, like, to express, like, their vision and skill instead of, like, dropping the ball, we do that too often in game development because of the way that the industry is set up, and it is a big problem, even though games are way too expensive to make as well. But I mean, that's it's a bit tricky for sure. Currently offline. Well, I was gonna save. Let's make sure I do that. I mean, honestly, North Side Samurai, I would say, like, if you're not familiar, like, have you looked into Witchfire at all? But one, you might be interested. In two, even if you're not, it's not PvP based, but it has been in early access for a couple years almost now. So maybe, is it 2.5 or 1.5? Did I run by my save? I did. But the point is, like, it's evolved and added, like, a ton. Like, they just need that at this point with the game, so. But I could not save soon enough. Wowzer. All right, man. It's 1 a.m. Let me see. I would like to set my next sights on something. But what I mean by that, Northside, is like you can just see and sense where you're like, this is a common problem that Bungie has. Is like their bar is so high when it comes to artistry and polish and like AAA studio, because like they made Halo and like they want to continue to just be, you know, quadruple A, so to speak, in mindset, I think. And so, you know, despite what's happening with Destiny. But yeah, because of that, you know, the vision, the polish, the goal, like, they find themselves like it takes so long to get stuff done. And so yeah, I think they need a couple of years, but man, I really think that you'd look at Marathon and be like, oh my god, like this has got really great stuff, and like I liked when it launched, but oh my god, this is so fun now. And they need a couple of years. And so Sony's got to make that decision, even if they don't see that it's gonna sell 12 million copies. And like that is the problem with the industry and the games business as a whole right now, you know. I think I'm leaving this way. You haven't played much of Witchfire or anything? Of Marathon? She wanted to do it. Yeah, I mean, we were having this conversation earlier where it's like, you know, some people say that because they like Bungie, you know, they like Destiny, they want to see more of their skill set and ideas, even if they're not always perfect. But yeah, as someone who likes PvP, and you know, it's funny, I saw like Shroud was right in there. He was very like, he comes from Halo and other stuff, and I think he's just a fan of Bungie, right? And he seemed to have a ton of fun. Man, there's only so much. Like, I don't think he's gone back, and not because he doesn't like it. Like, I think he feels like he got a lot out of it, and like the replayability, it's actually pretty decent, but compared to like, you know, of all other games, yeah, it's got a ways to go. So, that was the last mech part. Actually, I forgot. I do need to go back to, yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to go back to Greek Fury. That's what I'm trying to say. Sucks that I'm like, I'll bite. I'll get your... Dude, I hate these guys. Their range is way too big, dude. It's way too big. It's unnecessary, man. It's unnecessary, bro. They're not even that fun to fight. I have so many things to say about this. Yes, I have.
All we have to do is travel to Chrono Tower together. Come back to base camp when you're ready.
Yeah, I am dum-dum. Dude, really? I know where base camp is, okay? God, dude. Yeah, Northside, I said this before. I think Sony wants to, at a minimum, see the game through. And also, just like where Bungie's at, you can't just like, I mean, you have a decision, but like they are making some money, right? So you could turn off the spigot, right? You could just stop development and, you know, say like, look, the next 4 years, like we're gonna have you buckle down. And that's actually a strong call too, right? Like, let's say they want them to make like some Halo-esque hybrid, you know, game that's like very narrative driven with like some live service elements. Like imagine Space Marines, but on like crack. So it's got a campaign, it's got whatever, and they spend like 4 or 5 years, and it's like, you know, 5 years from now, what's the market like? Sony could do that, but I think that as much as they may even want to do that, that they're like, look, like, this is clearly critically good. It does resonate. So can we grow the player base a year from now? It's not going to happen in Season 2, and it's not going to happen on Season 3, really. But a little bit, you know, they'll acquire like little players here and there. But my point is that I think they want to see like, what does this game look like a year from now, with a full like roadmap where you know you have some seasonal stuff, but the truth is most of the work I think is going to be, you know, Season 3 will get a big hit, but not nearly as big as Season 5, and like that will be, you know, like their big shot to say like, look. Even then, it's only a year, dude. It's not that much time. But I think that's what they're... If I was there, I'd be like, that's our focus. You got to give us the time. And, like, yeah, it's going to cost us... As a company, it's going to cost us, you know, $100 million or whatever. But you just got to deal with it. I mean, I don't think it would cost that much. But across the board, I don't know. Have you seen the survey skins? You know what's funny? I saw the skin leak, and I didn't really look into the source and all, but yeah, I saw that stuff. I gotta be honest with you, without over-investigating, it's just, the current skins are like absolutely so minimalist and so like, they don't have an identity in Marathon. The whole character set needs identity. Like, you know, you'll hear them like say stuff, but it's not like Apex. It needs like, at a minimum, it needs to have like, you know, a lot more animation and flair, and like the loading screen needs to have more flair, and like they need to have more cutscene stuff even for the characters. And that's, again, that stuff I think is far away, but there's a reason why, you know, I think people have disconnect with the skins. They don't even know what to make of them. But in short, I don't really care if they're out there. I saw one that looked like a demon, you know, for somebody. Maybe it was Vandal. Like, sure, bring it on. As long as it's not boring. Or too minimalist, I should say. Their stuff is way too minimalist. That is not, like, you should not be paying $15 for minimalist, like, you know, skins. Like, yeah, it needs to be transformative. As we've seen, like, they know better. I really don't know why they're doing, like, adding, like, red tinge. Like, the Vandal skin, the only one I think is really good is a gradient, glassy, you know, red skin. There was a second one that was, like, okay, but even then, like, they're not, like, oh, that's solid. They are blue tier skins, and they need gold tier skins. So I hope Season 2 shows us that. Anyway, Metroid, let's see. We got all the mech parts.
Mech repaired, we'll be able to destroy the force field around Chrono Tower.
Yeah, we're gonna want to be careful with that. Just saying I had to get a little creative with those repairs. Yeah, I can only guarantee about 80%.
Weeble's skins first-person game is a waste? I feel that, but it's very subjective. Otherwise, you know, why do people buy all that stuff in Apex, right?
We trust you.
Overwatch, unless you're Reinhardt, you know?
We can leave for Chrono Tower whenever you give the order, Samus. You ready?
It's where you just have to add. You have to add what I said, right? You need a lot more cutscenes. You need a lot more load-in. You need play of the game. You need replay. You know, you need cameras that are not just over the shoulder. You can absolutely do it. Like, it's funny, like, even High Guard, like, as thin as it had, like, load-in animations that you could buy. And again, like I think there's a there's a point in transactions where you're like, Jesus, man. But there was some cool stuff. They need like way more of that stuff, like flare, like an exfil, animation and all this type of stuff. Like you absolutely.
Anything you need to complete. Now is the time.
Okay. There'll be no turning back if you proceed. Has this happened in a Metroid game? Might have happened every time. I don't remember. But I'm not going to do it quite yet. I'm going to take a moment and think. I'm going to save. That was a good breaking point. Maybe I'll log off and get in one round in Marathon, Yeah, Apex has finishers. I mean, there you go, though. Weebles, like, you have finishers in this game. So that's what I'm talking about. All the above. I mean, it could be when you call a supply drop in, but finishers are actually great. Like finisher siphon should absolutely I don't see why it would even matter as long as it's fast enough. The problem is it's a pretty fast move, but I don't know. The point is there's plenty of room for it. No, I never played the Final Z. I wanted to, but yeah, didn't happen. All right. Well, with that, folks, let's talk it out. I'm going to probably call it not a bad Monday. We made a little bit of progress. Let me adjust the volume and probably call it, but we made some okay progress. We put in probably a decent 2.5 to 3 hours. Never end or just wake it up or just showing up. What's going on, man? Made some good progress here. But yeah, I think I'm good to go for the eve. We'll have to think about, do I want to just head out? I'll be honest, I do feel like in Metroid right now, I feel like I want to head out. I don't feel as much as a pull to re-explore, even though there's probably a couple things. But yeah, it's got me feeling like I'm ready. You been here? You been lurking? That's all good, Neverender. I wasn't trying to imply otherwise. Mushu, have a good one out there. Enjoy your ice creams. You're driving, okay. We'll stop speaking or text-to-speeching. Northside Samurai. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining in. We'll be back with more Marathon, possibly tomorrow. It's funny because I thought they're so stingy, dude. So stingy. I thought Marathon, that cryo was up tomorrow, but it's still not up till Thursday. And then the only early days you get are Sunday. Yeah, no. You don't even get Sunday. Is Sunday, is that starting rank? Let me make sure I got that right in my head. Yeah, dude, it starts ranked on Sunday. And then they have 4 days of ranked. It's so crazy, dude. Until it would have been up anyway. So basically, unless you want to play ranked, you don't have any early days of cryo until basically 31st, 1st, and 2nd. Yeah, they're so crazy, dude. They definitely should have launched it at least on the 20th. So, Neverender, you're intrigued by the new modes coming in Season 2. Well, remember they're experimental, so they'll be early and maybe take a while to sort out. But yeah, there's a lot of misappropriated headlines where it's PvE only coming to Marathon, and it's probably, but they didn't promise that yet. They just, basically did, but they didn't promise it in. Right, and they said we're experimenting with it, so it's going to be a while, but there will be modes to check out, and I think it's misleading for people that have read all those headlines. Yeah, Northside, that's what I'm saying, dude. Their communication is so sloppy, man. It's not, it's just they write it in a way that it's you have to read 5,000 words and take notes and run it through a synthesizer, but It only starts, it's available every day starting on May, here, let me read it to you in proper terms. Cryo is available every day starting May 21st. On the day it would have been available anyway, So the only early day is the 24th, the 25th, 26th, 27th, which it would not be available. But those days it will be ranked. So regular cryo will not be available at that time. Then cryo returns when it would have anyway on the 28th, a week and a half from today, until Sunday, basically. Sunday, and honestly, you only get 2 days. You only get 2 early days if you're not playing ranked. But that being said, you can check out ranked after this Thursday, early. It's the easiest way to look at it. Yeah, Scottish, what up, dude? It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't get them. But that being said, I'm curious if like ranked cryo is like kind of almost the same, in which case it's just a little more of a spend. But I think like honestly, it might be okay. Like maybe you'll end up getting some good rewards that you wouldn't have touched. But well, it remains to be seen. It could definitely backfire if it's like really thirsty and not like played because they like gated it to ranked. Yeah, Northside, definitely check it out, but yeah. Yeah, ranked cryo, it's got a low side you can play for sure for 3,000, Dimitri. So it's not a lot. Oh, but wait, Dimitri, I assumed that was 3,000 on top of 5,000. Did I misunderstand that? Oh, yeah, they do say runner level 25, 3,000 loadout requirements. I read that as like, because you have to buy the bronze tag, which is worth 3,000. So how do you do that? And does that make it worth 3,000? You see what I'm saying? Dimitri, have you played ranked? If you buy the tag, does it give you a $3,000 loadout worth? And in other words, if the tag costs me 3K, well, I'm gonna go look at it. But if it doesn't the tag cost 3K, in which case, or maybe you have to buy the tag for cheap, but you only have to have 3,000. Oh, maybe that's what it is. I've never done ranked, so I'll check it out. Oh, the bronze tag is 500. Oh, so maybe it's 3,500? Can you lose the bronze tag every time? What happens to the bronze tag? Do you lose it if you lose your match? Well, I'll go look at it. I always see the bronze tag in my like schema lineup over there, so. All right. With that, folks, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I might get in a quick little marathon round before I call it a night. Little chill times. Everybody, take care. Be excellent to each other. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe with Marathon. Yeah, we got some end-of-season changes launching, but I really got to finish up Metroid. I'm looking forward to it now that I'm at the end game here. So, all right, everybody, take care. Be excellent to each other. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
All right, good night, bro.
Oh yeah, we made a clerical error, folks. A little starting soon screen. Oh man, I'm out of here, folks. Time to start all over again, dude. Please help me. Why did I do that? All right, let's get some quick end credits and then we're out of here. What a disaster. Scottish Snooper, thanks for the bits, man. Have a good morning. GDO, have a good morning. Z, not gonna say your name.